Hey folks, today I'm in beautiful Vermont and we are going to hike to Vermont's highest point, Mount Mansfield. Let's do it. Today's hike is going to primarily be on the long trail. We are going to jump off occasionally to tag a few minor summits, and I expect a good 10-mile day. Our route will take us up the long trail to the ridge, then over to the Adam's Apple, up a steep section of trail to the summit of Mount Mansfield. Then we will traverse the ridge to the visitor center. We'll tag the nose and the forehead before making our way back down to the parking lot. The weather kind of stinks right now. The prediction is no rain, but everything's wet. A little long trail history. Oh, I turned on my GPS way late today, so all of my numbers will be off. Today we are following the White Blazes. We crossed a couple of streams about a mile in so far. Trail is rocky, trail is rooty, but it's in good condition. I have noticed that at about 2,600 feet I'm looking up and all the leaves are gone. It's peak leaf season here in Vermont, and I guess that's for elevations under 2,600 feet. Given the way things are looking here, I doubt we're going to have much of a view at the top. And it's starting to rain. We're about 1.5 miles in and things are getting a little bit more interesting. Just through the trees there you can make out one of the ski runs, and that's at Stowe Resort. More big slabs of rock to navigate and a little bit more, maybe not scrambling, but something that is getting close to it. Just under 2 miles, we're at the Hellbrook cutoff. Blazed in blue. We are 1/2 mile to the chin. We're also going to pass the Profanity Trail. FYI, we're about 2 miles in. Trees are getting small here. We are almost to the intersection on the ridge, and I can hear the wind. We're gonna head down to the Adam's Apple, check that out first, then up to the summit. So if you look at this mountain range in profile, the Adam's Apple is furthest north. We're gonna work our way over the chin, the lips, the nose, and the forehead. It won't look like those things while we're on them though. We're making good time. It's been about 1.5 hours, and we've gone about 1.25 miles. I'm sorry, 2.25 miles. I'm on the highest point. It's windy. I'm quite cold. I'm not going to stick around. Just past what I think is the summit is an overlook. There's the summit over there, and this is a great view. All right, now I'm really heading out. Too cold. 0.3 to the summit. Let's do it. So there was a pretty steep part back there, and unfortunately it doesn't look like the camera was recording. Just to let you know, it was probably the most difficult portion on this trail. There's some ice hitting me now. Ooh. Looks like we're done with the hardest part, or should I say the funnest part. Easily the most fun I've had on a trail in probably, oh, more than a year. That was fantastic. I think I can see the summit coming up. This is the highest point in Vermont. Well, it just goes to show if you pick a really crappy day to climb mountains, you get the summit all to yourself. Yeah, there's nobody up here, and probably for good reason, because there isn't anything to see other than some rocky terrain. It took about 2 hours, and that is 2.75 miles. We came from that direction. Now I guess we're going to go that way. Let's go. Staying on the long trail. If you took the gondola up, it would have been a pretty easy trail to the summit. If you took that sunset trail, I think that also might have been an easier trail to the summit. I will say, my dog would not have come up the way I did. It is windy and cold. Woo! We've gone almost 3.5 miles in 2.5 hours. We're at the Canyon North Trail. We're not taking it, but it's there. What's that? First time today to see the sun. Man, I hope it burns some of this off. I'd love a view before I leave. And 2 seconds later, it's gone, but now it's snowing. The mountains. What a funny place. I don't know what that giant cairn is, and I didn't see that tower on my map. Well, I didn't even know there was a visitor center up here, or that you could drive this high up on the mountain. Who knew? At any rate, it's closed, so I couldn't see what it was all about. Who knew there would be a roadwalk up here? We're gonna jump off the long trail here. It heads that way. We're gonna stay on this dirt road and head up to the nose. We're passing this big ugly building, and it looks like there's some big towers up there, and that is where the nose resides. We passed the Ron Whitcomb Communication Facility, another ugly building. Skirting around these big towers, and one of those two spots would be the highest point. I guess I'll look around for a minute or two for a marker. I don't know if one's up here, and I'll check the map, and then we're out of here. All right, we've got one marker. 12 minutes later, we're back at the long trail, and we're gonna take this to the forehead. So we are on the forehead. It's the least exciting of all the ones that we've been on today. The Adam's apple, the nose, the chin. You knew it was a significant peak. This does not feel that way. If you're not peak bagging, I would skip it, perfectly honest. All right, let's head back up the trail, get on the right trail, and head back down to the truck. All right, we tagged the forehead. Round trip to do the forehead and the nose, both about 30 minutes for me. Now we're gonna go to the left here and head back to the car. It's been a great day. I've been moving for a little over 3 hours and 30 minutes. We've done 5.5 miles. And yeah, pretty awesome. Now we're kicking it on the blue trail down. Forehead bypass goes that way. It doesn't say it, but the link trail goes that way. Oh, there it is. South Link. Yoinks. Let's hit the South Link trail. Blazed in blue. I'm having a little snack that was frozen solid up on the ridge walk. I knew it was cold, but I didn't think it was that cold. The South Link Trail is just absolutely beautiful. It's so green, and all green is going to be gone in a matter of weeks. Finally, we're going to take the Hasselton Trail. I think that's our last trail of the day, but I could be wrong. You can definitely tell that we are at a ski resort now because there's all this snow-making equipment and... Well, I just took a spill on this trail. Thankfully, I only messed up my finger a little bit. But it is super steep, and there are no switchbacks. It's just straight down. I think going up would be fine, but coming down, it's hard to keep your feet under you. Thankfully, we're back on the rocks, which makes me feel a lot more comfortable. Well, we have finished the Hasselton Trail, and now we've popped out at the resort. Back to lot D2. Well, folks, that is Mount Mansfield. That was a fantastic day. Even though there were 0 views in every direction, I loved it, and I would absolutely come back, and I'd do the same loop that I did. It was great. Although maybe I'd take the gondola down next time. Today's adventure was 8 miles in 5 hours. I hope you guys enjoyed this little adventure, and I will talk to you guys later.